Everyone would have heard the word TDS from various sources. I'm here to provide an overview on the TDS. Let's get into the video. A person who is liable to make payment of specified nature of expenses to any other person shall deduct tax at source, and the same shall be remitted to the government. This tax deducted at source is the TDS. The person who is making the payment is the deductor, and the person who is receiving the payment is the deductee. This is a kind of advance tax for the deductee on whose income this tax has been deducted at source, and he will be eligible to claim this TDS as tax credit while filing his return of income. Whatever TDS is being deducted by the deductor in a particular month, the same shall be remitted to the government on or before 7th of the subsequent month. If you fail to deduct TDS while making the payment, then you will be liable for 1% interest per month or part thereof, and in case if TDS has been deducted and you have not remitted on time, then you will be liable for 1.5% interest per month or part thereof. While remitting the TDS payment, you must be ready with the TAN number, assessment year, and the nature of payment for which you are going to pay the TDS. There are variety of nature of payments for which TDS shall be applicable. For example, in case of salary, it is the slab rate that has to be used for deducting the TDS. In case of rent, it is 10%. In case of professional services, it is 10%. In case of technical services, it is 2%. In case of contracts, it is 2% or 1% as the case may be. In case of interest, it is again 10%. There are limits for each type of payments, and you need to ensure all these things before deducting the TDS. After remitting your TDS on a monthly basis, you need to collate all those challans and make the TDS return filing on a quarterly basis. There are 4 quarters in a financial year, and the due date for filing the TDS return for each quarter is the end of the month subsequent to each of the quarter. For example, in case of the quarter April, May, June, the due date will be July 31st. But for the last quarter alone, that is from January to March, the due date is not 30th of April, but it is May 31st. In case if you fail to file your TDS returns on time, then there is a penalty of 200 rupees per day subject to the TDS payments. While filing your TDS returns, you will declare the PAN number of your deductees, the gross payment that is made to them, and the TDS that is being deducted. Once the TDS returns are filed, the same will be reflected in the 26 AS of the deductees, enabling him to avail the tax credit on the TDS deducted. If you are a private limited company, then you must ensure that TDS provisions are being followed mandatorily, because TAN number will be allocated to every private limited company in the incorporation certificate itself. To know more about TDS, reach tax experts of Kanakkupillai.